A hearty good morning to all. From our new Oxford Modern English course book, in page number 115, we have a poem, The Way Through the Woods. Students, before going into the deep by the way through the woods, let's talk about the poet. The poem, The Way Through the Woods, is written by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling was an English journalist, short story writer, poet, and novelist. His full name is Joseph Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling was born on 30th December 1865 in Malabar Hill, Bombay Presidency, British India, and died on 18th January 1936 at the age of 70 in Fitzrovia, London, England. Students, let's talk about the poem The Way Through the Woods. This poem is a part of the collection of short stories, Rewards and Fairies. Each story in this collection is followed by a poem. This poem is well known for supernatural elements, active lifestyle, and paradox uses. This poem unfolds the past memories of little things that are missed by the poet, presented in flashback technique to the reader. The poem reveals Rudyard Kipling's love for nature, his style of writing about nature, and his relationship with nature, which is also evident in his Jungle Book and Kim. Rudyard Kipling received Nobel Prize for Literature in 1907. The theme of the poem, The Way Through the Woods, is the power of nature. Students, let's talk about the summary of the poem, The Way Through the Woods. The poet starts the poem by telling the reader that he is talking about a road which was closed 70 years ago for some reason. The harshness of weather and heaviness of rains have so far vanished all the traces of the road. And on the spot, there is no sign that once a road was there. It is because the road has disappeared beneath the bushes and shrubs of different kinds of plants, which is hidden from the human eyes. Only the keeper of the territory knows that there was a road that is no longer visible to most of the people. Moreover, he says that it is the place where otter, who is a mammal, is not afraid of humans because it has seen only a few of them. If anybody visits the wood in a summer evening, he or she will only hear silence. A silence that can only be replaced by the galloping of a horse that walks through the misty atmosphere of the place. Only that rider could identify the road as being covered by the greenery. The poet says that it was the road that was lost in the woods, and the woods show no sign to its previous existence. This was the summary of the poem. Now, let's step into the poem. Welcome back to the poem The Way Through the Woods, written by Rudyard Kipling. The poem Way Through the Woods has two stanzas consisting 12 lines each. The first stanza of the poem begins with a mention of a road through the woods which was closed 70 years ago, and the road was left undisturbed. For so many years, the weather and the rain had undone or destroyed the road. The place was looking as if there was no formation of that road. But now, no one could tell if there was even a road through the woods. The regrowth of nature has covered it with coppice, heath, and anemones. After the road was closed, trees were planted. Those trees have grown up now. And that road, which is not seen and which is now a part of wood itself, is full of activity and life. It is occupied by the ring dove that broods there and the burrowing badgers which roll in it playfully. Now come to the second stanza. The second stanza of the poem says that now, if someone goes and visits the woods in late summer evening, he or she will come to know that there is the air and the silence. The night air cools above the pools that are full of trout fish, and the otter calls out to its mate. These creatures do not fear human presence. Why? Because very few people enter the woods. One could hear the trampling of horse's hoof when the horse isn't physically present. Perhaps it is a ghost from the past when the road was used by men on horseback. One could hear the swish of a skirt moving amongst the dew covered grass. From these sounds, one could tell the difference that these people move in easy walk as if they perfectly knew where the road lay. Even when a living person wouldn't be able to distinguish it because it is no longer the road that was there 70 years back. Thank you.